everyone, I am THPine and welcome to Prismata. So Prismata is a really weird mix of strategy and card game, and it has some really unique mechanics, and it's very interesting. And it's in alpha right now, so I decided to give it a shot and show it to you. And yeah, it has a Kickstarter running right now to properly develop the game. I will talk about that a little later. For now, jump to the game though. So this is running in a browser. There's a campaign mode, which I started here. I took the second mission because the first one is a little restricted. And there is multiplayer stuff as well though, like there's actually ranked and stuff already, which is interesting because I think the alpha player pool is very small, but I don't know, I didn't play PvP yet. Anyway, this is the game. So the game has no random elements. Well, no random elements affecting only one player, that is. Like, there are two sets of cards. These are the basic cards. It's a little like a deck building game as well, actually. So you can buy those cards or build them with resources. And these are the basic cards. They're in every game. And there's a second tab, which can be full, actually. But for the second mission of the campaign, it's only these 3 cards here. And in a normal PvP game, like this is full, and there are like 8 or 10 cards, I don't know exactly, and those are randomized every match. But in the beginning of the game, so the set is randomized, and afterwards the game is completely non-random. So everything you do is skill based, like yeah, strategic skill based. The game is turn based. In PvP you have a timer, obviously, and it's played quite quick though. The turns are really short. You don't have to do too many moves, and you can play it very short. Before I talk too much though, let's try to explain the game. So you start with those units. The goal of the game is to kill all the enemy units and buildings and stuff. And those are drones. They will produce resources. There you can click them for 1 gold. This is the first resource. There are 5 resources. So you can click them like this. Is quite neat. You can revert anything you did in your turn, by the way. It's quite useful. And these are engineers. They generate another resource, which is energy. They generated passively though. You don't have to click them. Like, you don't have to tap them or activate them or whatever. I will talk about that a little more later. So for the beginning, I think it's a good strategy to buy more drones, because drones are good because they produce gold for you. So they cost 3 gold and 1 energy. We have 6 gold and 2 energy. Oh, how convenient. So we build 2 drones. They will take 1 turn to construct. Most of the cards do. If it's not like this card actually takes 2 turns to construct. Every other card is like 1 turn. And then we cannot do anything with the engineers right now, so we end our turn. And the computer. It says the computer's turn. This is alpha in development. Graphics not final. I'm not sure how much they will evolve the graphics from this though. I don't know. You can take a look at the Kickstarter. It might give you a little bit more of an idea about it. The link will be below the video in the description. So he built 2 drones as well. Oh, there was a tournament going on apparently. Interesting. So we tap all the drones to get resources, and well, we could spam more drones, or we could try to build one of those things. These are buildings and then generate resources. I'm not really sure where you get the green resource from. I never found a way to get that so far, but I did not play too much of the game yet, so maybe there is in PvP another building or something. Let's take a look at those units actually, because I never looked at them. Flame Animus. It produces, oh nice, it produces the blood stuff and attack. That's a good blocker in red. And what is that? An Amparilla? Okay, interesting. So probably red is better if we want to get those advanced units. Well, oh, actually this produces a lot of red as well. I kind of want to rush that. That sounds like a good idea, or a kind of rush, not really rush. So what I do now is I build a blast forge, which will create the blue resource. I'm not sure what the name of the resource is. They actually called it blue themselves. It has a real name as well though. But in the tutorial video they call it blue. And we build another drone, and then we end the turn. So next turn this will generate 1 blue resource for us. So he does actually the same. Huh, he's copying me. But oh yeah, by the way, the player who's going second gets 1 extra drone. So he has 1 drone advantage over me. So I have 9 gold and 1 blue and 2 energy now, so I can actually build that thing if I want to. Not the worst idea ever, maybe. Or I could build one of those guys. I like those actually. Attacking the enemy is fun. So yeah, this is one of the basic units. It costs 6 gold and 1 blue, and it generates attack when I click it, and it can block as well. I will explain combat as soon as we get to it. So yeah, I think I want to put the enemy under pressure, so I build an attack unit. So, well, he's not really under pressure. He has engineers, but well, I will explain that in a minute, or in a second actually. Well, a few seconds. Okay, he actually did build a defense unit. Okay, so let's do this turn first. So we get 10 resources or 10 gold. We could build one of those things. Sounds like a decent idea, to be honest. It produces, like, it attacks as well. I like that. And another drone. Sounds like a good idea. Okay. So this unit generates attack value when you click it. So we do that and generate 1 attack. And what happens now is when I end my turn, this 1 attack will attack the enemy. And he has to defend that 1 attack. And basically, every unit that has a small shield symbol up here and is not activated, like not clicked basically. So drones as well, for example. I cannot revert it right now because I already spent the gold, but I could revert all of that if I wanted to. So all units with the little shield can block damage. So if I generate 1 attack, he has to block this 1 damage. He will probably, actually this is not doing anything because he will just block it with the wall. Well played. Damn it. The wall is pretty good. Okay, nice move by him actually. So he will block it with the wall. The wall has 3 HP. And it will block the 1 damage, will take 1 damage, and then it will regenerate as well again. But if a unit basically if you deal more damage, like let's say I would generate 5 damage, then he has to block with or 4 damage. 4 damage is good. He has to block with 1 engineer who has 1 health and the wall to block 4 damage. And the order is important here actually because what he can do is. Well, if he blocks with the wall first, then the wall takes 3 damage and the wall dies, and he has still 1 damage to take. So an engineer dies as well. But if he actually blocks with the 2 engineers first, then the 2 engineers die, block 1 damage each. 2 damage are left, and the wall can block the other 2 damage, and will survive actually. So the order of blocking is important. Let's just end the turn here. I think there's no point in not attacking with him because the enemy has no offense yet. So so he can work as a blocker as well, but only if you don't attack. So that's a trade-off. Well, yeah, he has the wall. Oh, he's 2 walls now. Well, building up attack is not that useful in that case, I guess. But as long as he's not building up attack, I don't really care for defense either. So what that thing? Blocker. No, we need a lot of. I kind of want to build more of those things. I think that's a good idea. Especially, oh, by the way, there's a max number of cards. So there are only 4 cards of this thing. So if he's not getting any of those, I might be in a good spot, actually. I need a little more red, though, to build that monkey thingy. He looks pretty good. I'm not sure what's the... Oh, wait, Tarsiers. Oh, Tarsiers are those things. Oh, okay, that's a synergy here, basically. So, yeah, he deals as much damage as I have Tarsiers. Oh, that's nice. Okay, so let's build a Tarsier, actually. I wanted to do that anyway, because I have 4 gold and 1 red resource left. So this takes 2 turns to construct. Has only 1 HP, cannot block anyway, anyway, though. I will explain what happens if you cannot block all the enemy damage later. And it generates 1 attack. So yeah, build a Tarsier. That sounds like a very good idea. Well, we can attack with him. It doesn't really matter. He can just block it. So yeah, you see, this is his amount of block he has available, and this is the amount of attack I have. So 2, he can just block it with the wall, so he's probably fine. Not so next turn though. So yeah, we'll at least kill 1 unit this turn. So that's good already. So he's building attack as well now. So I might want to actually build some defense now. Maybe the Husk. Yeah, the Husk has the ability, like he's a super blocker, a prompt blocker. He blocks immediately, so I don't have to wait until it's finished. The same goes for the wall, and I think for the Rhino as well. Yeah, so I have to build one of those units now to block that damage, because I don't want to take that damage to the face. Actually, I could just block it with the Steel Splitter. I could do that. Like the thing is, if I don't block the damage, like, well, well, I can block. I block the damage anyway. I can block it with an engineer as well. I don't want to lose an engineer if not necessary, though. The thing is, if he deals more damage than I can block, then he can, like, let's say he deals 5 damage and I block only 3. Then the 2 damage overflow, basically, or the overflow of 2 damage, he can use that to attack units as hit, like, at his choice, or of his choice. So he can kill 2 drones, for example, or like the flame animus. So we want to prevent that, and I really want to deal 3 damage this turn, so we can just, he has to at least sacrifice a wall, and I really want to build a defense unit to stop him from killing me, to stop him from killing an engineer. Would not be too bad to lose an engineer. Actually, I probably don't need the energy, but so we have 2 red and 1 blue. We can build a husk. Can we build 2 Tarsier and a defense unit? No, that's not gonna work. Not enough resources for that. So I want to build a Tarsier, and now we can build 2. Oh, actually, we actually do this. Let's build some defense anyways to spend all the resources. That's the best way to spend all the resources. Well, we could instead build a blast forge. But I don't really need another blast forge, so it doesn't seem too useful. Let's build some defense up, so I don't have to worry about that too much. Oh, especially because the husk actually. Oh wait, the husk is actually not helping me. I might build it anyway, but the husk is actually not helping me because it only has 1 HP as well. So the wall seems more appropriate. Yeah, it's just a 1 damage block. Okay, but the wall will help me, so that's good. We still have, yeah, we could build an engineer, but I think. Well, actually, the engineer is better than the husk, so why would I build a husk, right? Let's build an engineer. Instead, I could just, what I could do as well is I could untap those drones and use them for defense, but I don't have to do that, so let's just spend the gold on something. So 3 damage, he has to block it, probably with the wall, oh, maybe with an engineer in the wall. Yeah, okay, so he used 1 engineer, or he sacrificed 1 engineer to block 1 damage, and then the other 2 damage into the wall, and the wall survived. Well played. But my damage will ramp up quite rapidly over the next few turns. So we have 4 damage already. And I should have built a flame animus. I could not afford that, I think, though. Yeah, because I had to build a wall. So we do this now, though, so we get more red resources. Sounds like a brilliant idea. And then we build another Tarsier. That sounds like a good strategy. So he did build an animus, interestingly enough. I mean, that would work as well, I guess. I could have built an animus as well. Maybe that would have been good instead of. Not sure if I had enough resources for that. Not sure. Well, now it's done anyway. Not sure. What did he do with my damage? I actually did not watch. I think yeah, he sacrificed the wall, I guess. Okay, he has 2 damage now. I can still block that with the wall easy, so that's not a biggie. He's getting in trouble now, because I will destroy some defense units very soon. Yeah, we build an Emperor now. It sounds like a really good. Oh, I don't have enough gold for that. Shit, we need a drone. Let's build another Animus, because this means he cannot build any, and it's dealing damage. And well, actually, it's not that useful. It is useful if I want it. No, it is useful because then I can build Emperillas and Tarsiers at the same time. So that sounds like a good idea. And well, we can keep 1 drone up, but it doesn't really matter. Yeah, I think that's the best way to approach it. Because I cannot build an Emperilla anyway. Wait. Let's redo that, because I'm still not sure if that's the right move. So we need a drone. That makes sense. Oh yeah, we could build a Flame Animus, but actually building 2 Tarsier seems like a better idea. So let's do that instead. That makes more sense. Because then the Emperilla will be stronger. And then we attack for 6. We will probably sacrifice. Not sure. one engineer, the wall. Yeah, well, that makes sense. He sacrificed one engineer in the wall and took the last of the hits with a steel splitter. Now he's building a husk, okay. I'm getting 1 damage. Well, I can take that with the wall. That was easy. Oh yeah, he did build a flame animus, the last one. No, wait, there's actually another one. Oh wait, is that? Oh, that maximum might be for only 1 player actually. So he can build 4 flame animus as well. I guess. I didn't know that. Well, good to know. So now we can build a Amperilla, which sounds like a... No, oh wait, we can. Sounds like a brilliant idea. I think we will just spam Amperillas now. Yeah, I like that idea. I think like it will deal a lot of damage next turn. I think this should be enough to crush his defenses. So let's try to make this as quick as possible. Well, we can build only 4 of them, and should be enough. 1 damage, we take that with the wall. There are hotkeys, by the way. And you can rebind the hotkeys and stuff, so it's pretty good. We build another Amperilla. We got 14 damage, we overrun him. Perfect, perfect. So now we overrun, so this will kill all his defense, because that's the maximum of defense he could bring out. So I have 1 free damage now. And I can kill something with the free damage. The only thing I can kill is a drone, so we kill a drone as well. And end turn. And this looks like a victory to me, because next turn I will have so much offense. 1 damage again, that's fine from the flame animus, I take that. I have 19 damage. He's pretty much fucked, I guess. And do we kill his resources or do we kill his drones? We can kill 10 units, well then we kill the drones. Actually, maybe not. Wait, can we kill all his resources? No. They have too much HP. What does he need to build up to build himself up? It doesn't really matter. Screw that. Like he's boned anyway. The game's pretty much over. If he could surrender, he would do it now. Like there's nothing he can do at this point. So I have 4 Amperillas now. Each of them is dealing 5 damage. Looks like a good idea. Looks pretty good. That's victory, I think. GG! Nice! Well, that worked out. Sweet. Oh yeah, you have this victory screen. It's a little... I guess they will improve that when the game is finished, because it's a little weird. I mean, it gives you all the information. It's pretty neat every turn, but it doesn't look good. And you have 2 different graphs here for economy and damage. That's pretty nice. So yeah, there are 6 missions right now. Actually, there's... Wait. Oh, there's more. No, never mind. There are more missions. Oh. Well, sweet. So you have this campaign. Then you can play challenge. So you can practice with a computer, or you can play ranked. And there is a ranking list with 97 people on. So there seem at least a few people playing this game. Just need... Then there are tournaments. I think they're like... Yeah. Tournament in progress. That's interesting. There are... Apparently there are supposed to be raids and... What's that? Collection or something? Not sure. There are replays. I didn't try... Oh, you have no replay. I'm not sure how I save replay. Probably only PvP, I guess. I imagine. By the way, the game is like the thing. Okay, let's talk about the Kickstarter, shall we? Because like they have a Kickstarter page up, and they're trying to collect money. Link is in the description below. The reason they do a Kickstarter is because they don't want a publisher, because that's what they say. I just well, don't quote, but I just say what I read on the Kickstarter page. So what they say is that a publisher would force them to use a classical free-to-play models, meaning pay to win or wait to progress or pay to progress. So basically you either can buy something like some in-game advantage, which makes you stronger than which makes you actually stronger, which gives you power, or buy something like block gate content by time. So you have to wait 24 hours to play the next campaign mission or something, or you buy it basically. So, and they don't want that. They want to have a completely free to play game, like really free. The only thing you can buy are cosmetics. There are some cool ideas for like collectible emoticons with the animations and like legendary emoticons and stuff like that. It looked interesting. You can check that out on the Kickstarter page. So they have some ideas for for monetizing that game, but it will be like their promise that you will never be able to buy any power, or that they ever gate content by time or money. So that's a pretty good goal, and if you want to support that and you like what you saw so far, then you can obviously go to the Kickstarter. But yeah, always be careful with Kickstarter. Basically, you're paying for something you did not get yet. However, this game is pretty much like there's a game already, and you can actually play it. Like if you're getting there are Kickstarter tiers which will get you in the alpha, but there's a free offline demo as well. I will link it in the description below as well, or you can find the link on the Kickstarter page where you can actually play the game for free right now. Only offline though. I'm not sure what it's in there. I did not click it, but you at least will probably play again. You will play against an AI and probably at least like play the first few campaign missions or something, I guess. So you can try it out, and yeah, it's like I like all the features, like the option menu. It doesn't look good, but as they say, it's alpha, graphics are not final yet, so they will rework that, I guess. The option menu is actually quite interesting. They have actually in-game streaming already, which is weird because that's really early for the game. So there's Twitch support basically, and there are Twitch stream options and stuff. The graphic options are not that fancy, but it's in the browser right now. I guess they will make a downloadable client later. I hope so, at least. You can rebind the keys, which is very nice, and there are a lot of hotkeys for all the different things. And yeah, separate audio and music sliders, so that's pretty good. I like what I saw so far. I'm really looking forward to the release. I will probably play a little more in the alpha as well, though. I might make some videos about it, not sure yet. I might stream it on twitch.tv/th_Pyan. Not sure about that yet, but we will see. Like, if I feel like it, then I will produce a little more content for this game, stream it a little, and yeah, create a few more videos. Probably first finishing the campaign and then later dipping in some PvP, yeah, ranked. So yeah, I like what I saw so far. The concept is really unique. It seems like a really good implementation of a, well, card game, quote unquote. And I'm rambling now, so I should probably end the video. Thanks all for watching. Have fun and see ya next time.